Greetings out there in YouTube land. This is Morris, man. As always, I thank you guys for coming to my channel. From time to time, I do what's called an analysis of artists because sometimes people ask me to do it since I've been in the music business, and they just want my opinion, and that's solely what it is. So from time to time, I do those on per request. And feel free if you got an artist that you want me to kind of give my analysis or my opinion, and that's all it is. Be more than welcome or free to do that, or welcome to do that. And from time to time, like I said, I have people that will ask me to do these, and sometimes I have a artist in mind that I would just want to do on my own. And I've actually done this artist before, so I felt it was time to to do an update because this particular artist I've had the pleasure of playing behind when he was getting his career started in Chicago in the mid '80s. And he used to come in because I used to be one of the many guitar players in the house band at the Cotton Club on Michigan Avenue. And on Thursday night, they would have amateur night where these singers would come up and sing these songs. And R.Kelly used to come in at that time every Thursday. He would do his cover of Hey Love by Stevie Wonder. And oddly enough, he actually recorded that song on his very first album. So, when I first heard him, when he used to come in on Thursdays, I knew then. I was like, this guy's going to be something special. I hear it. And, a couple of years later, he got his record contract, became a superstar. I was not surprised because I'm like, from day one, when I heard him sing, I'm like, yeah, this guy can go, and very soulful. One of my favorite ballads is a song called Honey Love off the first album. And I encourage anybody that wants to sing, study that record as a singer. Like guitar players, study other guitar players, study that record if you want to be a balladeer, because the way that R. Kelly did that song was just magnificent because he kept building. There was like a B section, and the second time the B section comes around, he takes up the melody an octave higher, and then at the end he does this. I call him the vocal acrobat. He does this note and it's just waving, and it's like, whoa. So I knew then that, like I said, from day one I first heard him perform and we played behind him, that he was going to be just incredible, unbelievable. And one of the few artists to me that have been extremely consistent over 20 plus years, because normally what kills an artist's career is this, and it's no fault of their own. You're doing a certain style, then here comes this new style. Your record sales plummet. The record company is not going to sign you to another contract. They're going to sign a dude that's doing the new style to the new contract, to a new contract. And that's just how it works, just usually how it works. And most artists, if they're lucky, they get maybe 5 to 7 years in the business. Some don't even get that. Most don't get that. But you consider yourself lucky when you can get 7 good years in the business and sell a lot of records. But R. Kelly's been in the business for 20 plus years and still cranking out quality stuff. Because that's another thing. At some point in time, if you pass that 7-year mark and you've been lucky, at this point, you're putting together recording stuff that's just kind of weak. Because you've ran out of good ideas, and, it's just the natural how it works. But, R. Kelly's like, when is this man going to slow down? And it's like, don't seem like anytime soon. Because one thing that I do like about him that a lot of people don't notice too is he's the master of different styles. He can do, these different artist styles. Because I give you a good example. On the very first CD, he wrote a song and recorded it called "Hanging Out." It sounds like a Marvin Gaye song. Matter of fact, it sounds like "What's Going On," but not in the sense that he stole it. But you can tell where the influence came from. It's just quite clear if you listen. Did another song, "If I Could Turn Back the Hands of Time." Sam Cooke all the way. Did a good job. Another one, which is recently, I did a cover on. It's called Backyard Party. If you listen to it closely, it's like Barry White. The way that Barry White stacked his harmonies on certain words. R. Kelly had it down. It's like, whoa. Very versatile guy. Good piano player, and unfortunately, you don't see him play too much piano anymore. I think he kind of stopped that like 10 years ago because he's the lead singer. So they don't want the lead singer or the singer being distracted with instruments unless, you're Elton John or Billy Joel, where part of your image is you're a piano player too, But I would really like to see him play more piano. win his concerts because he's a great piano player. Pretty good rapper back in the day, and a lot of people don't realize that if you go back to some of the early albums, R. Kelly had a good flow. And it wasn't like he's a singer trying to rap. So no, he can flow with the rap thing. He definitely can flow with the singing thing. One of the great voices to me. I mean, I love to listen to that man sing. And somebody posted a YouTube video a couple of months ago, and they didn't think it was R. Kelly because he was out somewhere and about. And the guy's like, I don't think this is him. So R. Kelly starts singing. And everybody like, yeah, that's him. And even 20 years later, he still has this powerful voice. Because after a while, a lot of artists after like 15, 20 years, they can't even sing in the original key of the songs that they sang back in the day. They got to take it down because their voice is not there anymore. But R. Kelly, Charlie Wilson sounds like he sound back in the 70s with the Gap Band still. It's just they still got it. But I'm going to wrap this up. Just want to kind of do an analysis of him. Very consistent entertainer. Very good singer, very good songwriter, just one of my favorites, And I call him the modern day Marvin Gaye, So until next time, take care. Thanks for watching.